happy anniversary. So as you saw with that little starter clip, today is my parents' 63rd wedding anniversary.
He really gets going too.
What are you doing?
He's doing that. Huh?
Yeah.
You don't sit still.
Nope.
Hey, take it easy, okay?
Amazing, right? Quite an accomplishment. Hi, happy anniversary. 63 years. Wow. That's pretty impressive, though. Love you too. Hi, happy anniversary.
Booyah.
I feel very lucky to have parents that are still together, since it's oftentimes not the case. A little fact, interesting fact, weird fact, my parents' wedding day was actually my wedding day. So technically today is almost my anniversary as well. In fact, I think I should, what do you think? Should I text Frank right now and say happy anniversary almost? He'd get a kick out of that, I think. I might do that. I did it. He'll get a kick out of it. Yeah, he did. He's actually in Vienna. Believe it or not, the Vienna Symphony is playing. He wrote a symphony, and the Vienna Symphony is performing it. That's pretty cool, right? This video is just a mixed bag of stuff that I, again, just sort of been collecting through the course of these last few weeks when I haven't been riding. But I am happy to announce that I am back in the saddle. Yes, back in the saddle again. Is there a song like that? I don't know. I was looking for something. But it feels great. What doesn't feel great is that after only 3 weeks of not riding, I can't believe how much weaker my riding muscles have gotten. I'm out of shape. After 3 weeks of no riding. It's amazing. It's a set of muscles that you use to ride that I guess is different than you use for other things. It really is. And especially in dressage, you're not just sitting up there. You're trying to make it look like that's all you're doing, but you're in effect working so many muscles in your body to make the horse move in a certain way and to ride the horse well. In dressage, it's all about trying to get the horse straight and together and in a frame, and it's a lot of work. It's really a good workout, and boy, can I feel that I haven't been doing it. And the thing is, I have a show now coming up. It's a 2-day show on the 21st and 22nd of this month, so I don't have a lot of time to get my strength back. But I'm going to try. My tests aren't long. I can definitely do it. It just affects the way I ride and affects how effective I am on the horse. It's a 2-day show, and we stay overnight, which is kind of cool. We have stalls. My trainer and all her students, they'll be going up for their shows. We'll all be together, and I'm going to be doing 2 tests on the one day and then 1 test on the next day, because that's what my trainer thought would be best. It's only his second time ever showing, so it's going to be interesting. Hopefully it will be a good environment like the first show he did last year was, where he wasn't too spooky. I have no idea because I've never been here, but it'll be exciting. I will do my best to film as much as I can. Anyway, here's some stuff that I've been filming. Alright, it's now been exactly 2 weeks since I took my tumble off of Max, and I am feeling a lot better. I'm not there yet. I still live in terror of a big sneeze, and if I move suddenly or quickly, or my dog knocks into me, which Shadow does all the time, it still hurts. I think it's going to take probably a month. You know, that's what I've been hearing from other people who have cracked a rib or done something similar to what I've done. But I'm definitely feeling better. I'm definitely healing. And now I'm going to have to be careful and not just get right back on the horse, because that wouldn't be good. I'm trying to give myself at least another full week before I do that. And I think I'll get back on Eddie first, because his trot, as big as he is, his trot is much less bouncy, because he's so big he doesn't get off the ground the way Max does. And he needs the exercise, so I think I'll start with him. I'll have my trainer ride Max for another week for sure. Because dressage does take a lot of back strength. It may look like you're really pulling hard on the horse's mouth, but it's not. It's fairly light contact in the rein. The horse is carrying themselves that way, but you really need to use your back in dressage to ride correctly, to sit to all the movements, and you have to have your back has to be supple and moving in order to sit to the trot and sit to the canter. It's a little more complicated than it looks. Otherwise, if you weren't doing those things, you'd just be bouncing around like a big sack of potatoes up there. So yeah, I'm not ready for that, unfortunately, yet, but I am definitely getting better. Definitely getting better. I don't know if you can hear that, but I have a huge fly in my house right now, buzzing around in this particular room, making me crazy. I can hear it. I can't see it. It's in here because my doors are open, because I've had quite a productive day. I actually stained my wood floors going up, not the floors, but the steps going up to my second floor. They were looking a little bit bad, so that was my thing I did today. It was pretty cool. It looks much nicer. Before that I painted. Jake's out of town. He's actually been visiting his dad in Hawaii. His dad and his brother Justin, the three wild horns, right again. They are together having a great time in Hawaii, and so I took that opportunity to work on that whole stairwell because Jake didn't need to be going up and down it. So painted the walls, painted some woodwork, and today I stained the steps. Pretty good. I have lessons coming up now. It's 3:30. I have my first one at 3:30 and another one at 5. I don't normally do them during the day, but these particular people needed to move them to a daytime slot, so I said okay, because I have something planned for the evening anyway and I can't teach. So, and what else did I do? Oh, I trimmed my hair because it was getting a little long, and also I'm at that point now where I want to cut off the brown stuff. It's not even brown, whatever you call this color, straw. I want to cut off the straw. It's going to be a lot longer before I'm going to get rid of all that. Unless I get really brave and cut it all off. I don't think I want to. Part of me really wants to cut my hair short just because it would be fun to have that for a while. But I just know a lot of people won't like it. And maybe I'll feel a little funny on stage with short hair. I don't know. So I can't quite get up the nerve to do that. But I wish I could. Anyway, I have to go now because I have to teach. All right, one lesson done. Time for the next one. All right, they're having an issue. This is a new client, and I don't know who that was. I think they're having a problem setting up their Skype. They should have had it set up before now. We are 13 minutes after the start of the lesson, and they are still working on setting up a Skype. So I'm twiddling my thumbs. La-dee-da, la-dee-da. In the words of Annie Hall. Well, la-dee-da. Getting all these job calls. Well, right, all right, all right. In the words of Matthew McConaughey. I don't know, you go away. Isn't that annoying? Why is it legal for people to make sales calls? Why is it legal for them to just have rotating phone numbers? That doesn't seem right. We are. Yeah, I won't be doing that sales call. It seems like these companies can just have a rotating new phone number. That shouldn't be legal. And now I can't even block a call. I was having somebody calling me. How they got my number, I don't know, but they were calling and calling and calling. And I was not answering it, but I finally tried to ask the phone company to block the number, and they say they don't do that anymore. I was like, okay. Why? Why not? It ain't right. It just ain't right. Okay, clearly these people are having a lot of problems trying to set up a Skype. I don't know what to do. I can't really help them. I could just sit around and give you my opinions. How boring would that be? I'm an extremely opinionated person. I can give you an opinion on everything. I'm also a person, a know-it-all, who thinks I'm right all the time. Did you know that about me? But I love a good debate. Yes, I do. Definitely love a good debate. If you change my mind, it can be changed. That's for certain. But I'm certainly going to give you my opinion enthusiastically.
Come on.
Well, they're now 20 minutes late, so I better write them another email and find out what the heck's going on. Yes, lessons are wonderful. I give many, many lessons. Doesn't always go smoothly, though. Sometimes this stuff happens. I wonder if don't know what time zone I'm in. Maybe that's the issue. That's happened before. People get the time zones mixed up. I'll check on that. I'm not very patient. I hate waiting. I hate waiting because there are so many things I could be doing right now. Okay, here we go. She says, my mistake. I thought the lesson was 5 Pacific Standard Time, not Eastern Standard Time. So it says I thought. Okay, so let me just fix this little mistake. This won't be happening tonight because I can't. So that was a screw up. So we booked it for next Friday instead. So now I have time before my next thing, so I'm trying to think what I can do. I think I'm going to be doing some polyurethaning of my new stain steps. Yep, that's what I'm going to do.
Do you like your spot? Is that your spot? You protecting the house? Yeah. Good boy. What do you think? What you doing?
I am back down in my studio for the first time in a while. Actually, for the first time since I hurt my side, because I haven't been able to sing, because I haven't been able to breathe big. In fact, even teaching, trying to demonstrate some of the breathing techniques that I do, I haven't been able to do that for a while either. So certainly wasn't going to do any singing, but I decided today I'm actually going to try, even though I'm so tired. And the reason I am tired is because Jake was in Hawaii visiting Frank with his brother Justin. The 3 Wildhorns were together, which is great because Justin and Jake are such good friends. It's wonderful knowing he has a brother. Justin is Jake's half-brother, and I've known him since he was 2. He's just the most amazing guy. And they are the 3 Wildhorns, and he hadn't seen either one of them since lockdown began. So this... Well, no, he saw Frank, but he hadn't seen Justin since lockdown. And then Frank temporarily moved to Hawaii just to get out of Manhattan. And since nothing was happening there anyway, not a bad place to be during lockdown. So Jake was there for a week, did amazing stuff. So this little guy came all the way from Hawaii in Jake's luggage. It's my gift. I love it. It's a long trip. Rocky, stop your whining. It's a long trip for a little turtle. But if you are new to my channel, and even if you're not new and you don't know, I am not a good flyer. I've been afraid of flying my whole life, which is really stupid. I should have thought ahead when I wanted to be an a singer, I should have known that I was going to be spending my life on airplanes. And the only thing that makes me more nervous than being on a plane is knowing that my son is on a plane. So he flew back yesterday, and it's a long flight, and when you come back, it's a red eye. So Jake being on a red eye meant that I was on a red eye, and I literally didn't sleep last night. So I have had a big, huge cup of coffee. I'm having another one, and I did nap a little bit. It's about almost 4, so 3:30 in the afternoon right now. Feels like first thing in the morning, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can get some of this music that I've been thinking about recorded. We'll see. Even if I just set the thing up and get the basics going, I don't know how good my voice will be. Sleep is very important to singing. Very, very important. But we'll try. I feel like a baby with a sippy cup. I've never tried this one before. It is just like a sippy cup. It is 8:39 in the morning, and I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? It's Wednesday. I have driven on the freeway for the first time in probably 6 months, and probably the second time I've driven on a freeway in about a year and whatever it's been since COVID started. I drove about an hour and a half. I'm not going to say where I am, but I'm here because a friend of mine was diagnosed, got a cancer diagnosis. So I said I wanted to be there to support them. I'm not going to say who this person is, and don't try to guess, because no point in doing that. Maybe I will talk about this later down the road when it has all been resolved, and I have absolute faith that it will be resolved and it'll be fine in the end, thanks to love and prayer and modern medicine. All will be well. But it's a scary time right now for this person, obviously, because they got the diagnosis a week ago. And so they have an appointment today. It was the first appointment they could get to speak with the doctor about it. And so that's a scary doctor's appointment. So this person didn't have anyone to go with them today. So of course I said I would be here because this person means so much to me. And it's the least I can do after everything they've done for me. I was so worried about getting here late. Not something you want to miss and be late at. So I'm an hour early, actually, but that's okay. And I'm sure at some point down the road I will be talking more about this. And then we can talk about it and celebrate the fact that they're fine. But for now, of course, I want to maintain their privacy. So, but I'm vlogging because I'm sitting here doing nothing, so I figure, why not? Because I'm a vlogger! I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a prolific one, but I'm a YouTuber, so. And I need more coffee. I only had a little because I didn't want to just stop on the way. This is a, I don't know if this is a clinic or hospital. I don't even know what I'm at right now, but Hopefully they'll have some bad coffee in there somewhere. Alright, signing off for now. Yeah, I'm laying on the grass under a tree while I'm waiting for my friend who's getting a test. About an hour wait. At least it's a nice day. Only thing missing is a beer. I hope they don't tell me to get up. So I'm right down here at eye level, and I'm pretty certain that this place uses pesticides on their lawn because there is not a broadleaf to be seen anywhere, which is really ironic because we're in a place that cures and tries to cure people that come here with illnesses that are probably caused by the pesticides, some of them that are being put on this grass. Oh, irony of life. Just let your lawns grow, people. Don't worry about broadleaves. Broadleaves are green. So what do you think? Did you see a broadleaf? I don't think so. I hope they don't tell me to get off the grass. I'm putting this little clip in here to let you know that everything seems to be going pretty well. All things considered for my friend, it's looking like just a surgery to remove what is a cancerous mass, but that hopefully there won't be a need for any chemo or anything like that. So all things considered, it's turning out really well. So yeah. Put your head in here. I am very happy because I am back on the horses. I just rode Max and he was really good, and now I'm about to ride Eddie because like me, Eddie's gotten pretty fat all this time off. He was fat over the winter, and I had just started riding him for a few weeks regularly, getting him back in shape when I hurt my side. So now we're back at it and I'm very happy. Right? I don't know if Eddie's happy, but I'm happy. He's happy. He likes it when I do stuff. Good morning, everyone. It is morning. It's not quite 8 o'clock, and I am waiting for the coffee shop to open up. I have 5 more minutes, but I came early anyway, just so I knew I'd make a little video. I'm happy because I am back riding, and it's great. It feels so great to be back. I rode both of the guys yesterday, and I'm going to do the same again today. But I ran him through the tests. We're going to do training level 1 and 3 this time. If you're bored by all the horse footage, this is the point where you might want to skip ahead a little bit because I'm about to run through both of my tests. Training level 1 and training level 3. So for you horse people who like this kind of stuff, enjoy. For those of you who don't, just skip ahead or close your eyes and enjoy the sound of the birds.
So how long the course is?
That's training test one. What?
How long is like the course you got to do?
How long is what?
How long are you going to be out there for?
That was one test that I just did. Remember to salute so I don't forget. I'll be disqualified if you don't salute or what? I'm trying to tell him to put his head down, stick his nose out. Free walk. Not allowed to talk, but. So he was okay. I mean, I got work to do, but we got through the test, so that was cool. It's a beautiful day. Don't have much else to add at the moment because I need coffee. Alright, I got my coffee in hand. I keep forgetting. Every Sunday when I come here, I forget that Sunday mornings is when all the guys bring, it's like a car show. They bring their whatever kind of sports car and this and that and show off their manhood. I like cars. I do. Just not that much. I prefer trucks, actually. Now, if it's a truck show, I am back in my favorite morning spot. It's a little bit of a breeze, even though it's beautiful out, but there's no hoodie on this sweatshirt, so I've added a pashmina to keep me warm. Because the breeze is a little bit cool yet, it's pretty early. So I have my coffee and a sticky bun. What's wrong with me? Why do I keep buying this stuff? Okay, this is gonna be my last one. Well, I haven't had one of these before. I've just always looked at them and thought, oh, this looks so good. See what they look like? Ooh, yeah, definitely sticky. Sticky bun. Horses are out, so I'm having my sugar, and the horses are having their sugar because they're out on the pasture, which is full of grass, spring grass, which has a lot of sugar in it. Probably all think, well, grass is the natural food of horses. Well, it is, but it isn't this modern kind of grass seeds that are developed for lawns, and actually pasture grass is developed to fatten cattle up. It's just too much sugar. So my guys can only be out there for a certain amount of time. But they're enjoying it right now. And I'm about to myself. And I'm my sugar. Ready to get the horses? Are you ready to get the horses? Shadow is just waiting for me to give the go-ahead to go down and bring the horses in because that's what he lives for. He's my herding dog. They both are, actually. They're terrible at it. But they are really enthusiastic about it. They just, they'll go and they know what they're supposed to do. They just don't realize they'll get in the way of the direction that the horses are moving and then stop the whole production. But they work great for the minis. That's been a godsend because when those minis get out, my whole property is fenced, so they can't get off the property, but every now and then they got out. And when I got that little mare, you could not catch her. I mean, did not like people catching her. She was terrified of that. It took a while, but if she got out, there was no way I was going to catch her. She would just run her fat little body all over the place. But Shadow, the minute she sees him, she runs right into the barn. It's perfect. Oh, so nice sitting here. I don't want to get up, even though I should bring them in. I'm getting up, I swear. I'm getting up, I swear. It's a great place to take a nap in the afternoon. It's not afternoon, it's the beginning of the morning. I got stuff to do. Everyone is taking a little break. I've not seen any hummingbirds yet, but the juice seems to be going down, so I don't know. Are you here? Speaking of birds, there's a new one that I'm hearing every morning. I swear it starts with the sun up, and it's this weird call that I don't recognize. I feel like it's something that's not normally been around here. It's so annoying. A call of it is not pretty, and it's this repetitive 3 beats and then this long chatter thing. I don't know what it is, but ugh, it's terrible. I swear I'm getting up. Even though it looks like I'm just getting more comfortable. It's just so cozy and comfy here. Actually, if it hadn't been for COVID, I wouldn't even be here right now. I would be in Venice, Florida, doing my second night with the symphony there. Strange times. Every time it gets to my calendar and I see the date of a venue I'm supposed to be at that day, it's like, yeah, that's weird. I have never gone this long without working. But I think the time's getting closer. I think possibly now my first actual concert is going to maybe be now in the end of June. Of course, how does it always work out this way? I have 2 offers in the same time frame when I haven't worked for what will be like a year and a half almost. And now, of course, with nothing else around it, I get the 2 offers right on the same time frame. So obviously I can't do both. I have to figure that out. Okay, I'm up. Sort of. I am going out there. And I'm gonna do some work. Yes. Eventually. You ever have this dilemma? You have things you want to do, and you're so darn comfy, you can't get up. That's where I'm at right now. I have to get up though. I have to get moving because I ate a whole sticky bun. Should we bring the horses in? Huh? Want to get the horses? Should we get the horses? Huh? We get the horses? Yeah. You are the smart one, aren't you, Breezy? Yes, the only girl in the bunch. The only one who knows what to do. Mares are the smartest. Aren't ya? Yeah. Okay, so this is annoying. There it goes. That's the swallow's back to build a nest above the light, up in the peak of the roof, where they got too hot last year and I lost a couple of the babies and saved some. Oh, so I gotta kind of try to keep knocking that nest down, but I don't know what to do about this. There's just a wet chill on this day, even though it is spring. We had rain yesterday, and I don't know, I just feel chilled. So I'm gonna go feed the horses, and then I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. Horses are not happy with me. They didn't go out on grass this morning. There's too much rain last night, so they'll just dig up the pasture. I don't want them to do that. Eddie in particular. He stuck like glue to me as I walked around cleaning out there. It's like, take me to the gate, take me to the gate. And I swear to God, he got in front of me when I tried to walk away from the gate. Like, no, go back to the gate. Let me out. Let me on the grass. Right, guys? You want some grass, don't you? So if Eddie could talk, he'd be telling me, no, I do not want this dry 2020 first cut hay. I want 2021 fresh grass, right? I know, but this is actually better for you. Horses are not grazers, they're browsers, like deer, and they're supposed to be walking a lot and getting bites here and there of all different kinds of vegetation, little branches even, not just tons of grass. It's not good for them. Right, Max? Yeah, you don't want the hay either, you want the grass. Well, who doesn't want candy? We all love sugar. Ski cap on again because it's cold today. I mean, it's not really cold. It just feels like it puts a little chill in you because of all the rain we got last night. We even lost power for, I think, about 20 minutes, and I went around and lit all the candles, and we hauled water up from the basement that we have stored, and then after we finished that heavy part, then the power came back on. Thank you. It's awful when the power goes off, especially at night. But it didn't stay off, so it's okay. This pretty tree. I love these ornamental trees. I love the color that they are in the spring and in the fall. They're really pretty. Actually, I have all the trees in my front yard named for my family. First let's start with this. This tree here started from nothing, from a little needle my dad planted in some dirt, and we've grown it all these years. It's huge. It's probably, gosh, I don't know. I'm so bad at judging heights, but I'd say it's about 15 feet tall now, and it's very pretty type of pine. That's George, named after my dad. This ornamental tree in the front, this is Margaret, named after my sister. And this birch tree, which was taken from my parents' property in Minnesota as a very small sapling that I brought out in a camper, is Lila, my mom. And this tree right here, this type of pine, I don't know what kind of pine this is, which is very tall now. This is Jake. He got this in first grade, his little twig from his teacher. And this is Hans, my brother, because this evergreen was taken as a little tiny seedling out of the ground with a bunch of other ones that my brother put into pots years ago, and now it's very big. That's my neighbors doing construction next door. Anyway, those are my trees. Hans, Jake, Lila, Margaret, George. So in other words, dad, sister, mother, son, and brother. Yes, I am strange, but I love trees, and obviously these trees are special to me. Okay, let's go make some tea. Oh yeah, that is lovely. This is loose leaf tea that's really good. It's cream to something. It's Earl Grey with cream, vanilla cream or something in it. It's really, really good. Perfect for a rainy, damp, cold, kind of miserable day. By the way, thank you for the mug. I got most of my herbs outside now. Just these few left. Okay, herbs. You're outside now. Do your stuff. Got my helmet on in my car on my way, actually my truck, on my way to do my first lesson in over 3 weeks. It's great. So happy to be back at it. I don't know about Max back there in the trailer. Coming up to some traffic, and every time we slow down, he bangs away back there, but he does that no matter what. When I pull over into a gas station, it's kind of embarrassing. He just bangs and paws and paws and paws. People are always looking at me like, what have you got in there? Tornado? Back home, put them out in the pasture. Max is happy. Had a really good lesson. Oh, that was so much fun. Max was really good after my trainer rode him 5 times, during the 3 weeks that I wasn't riding, and he just feels really good. It's fun lesson. And let's give a shout out to Randy Rainbow for these great socks he sent me. Great socks for riding. Perfect length. Thanks, Randy. Now I can relax, except for the sound of that machine. The neighbors, whatever that is. I don't know. Sounds like a weed whacker or something? I don't know. I have put a huge salmon fillet in the broiler with some Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to try to eat a healthy dinner. Of course, while I'm waiting, I'm going to have a few blue corn chips. So good. There's a little hobbit. There in the corner by himself. So that's the end of this very long, very rambling vlog. Let me know if you like this style of vlog. Obviously, there's not a whole heck of a lot going on in my life these days, except for the things you're seeing in this video. So I'm doing the best I can. I'm just filming my everyday life. So if you like this style of vlog, let me know. And if you don't, let me know in the comments, because I won't make another one like it then. But it's what I got, folks. It's just what's going on right now. I do want to say, though, that now that I'm feeling better, it's again, so apparent how we just take our health for granted, how we take feeling good for granted until something goes wrong. And then we realize it really is the most important thing in the world, aside from our family, friends, and, the love that we share for our friends and for people. But health is everything. Without that, you got nothing, So I feel great to be feeling good again and to be back riding, because I'm sure it's become very apparent to you that I am a horse crazy girl. I have been that way since I was old enough to know what a horse was, and I will be that way forever. It will never change. It has never waned over the years. It's what I love to do more than anything. It isn't just the riding part of it. I love caring for the horses as well. I love everything about it. It makes me feel good. And I try to take really good care of my horses. I never ride them too hard, which is why they're fat. And I think they're happy. But anyway, I do feel incredibly blessed to have them and to be able to ride. And I'm enjoying this time of my life so much. I've often felt guilty. I've been asked in different interviews, over the course of this last year and few months, whatever it's been, what it's been like to have this COVID lockdown, this intrusion in our lives. And I've almost felt guilty at times admitting that, I've really actually been enjoying it. I've loved the complete freedom of knowing I don't have to go anywhere, that I can be here on my little farm and just enjoy every day, my life, my horses, my animals. I love my dogs, and I have my kid here. So, and then he has this wonderful girlfriend named Maddie, and so it's been a really wonderful time, and I feel again blessed to have been through it in this fashion. I'm almost a little nervous to go back to work, to tell you the truth, because as I've said, I've never gone this long without performing, and right now I don't even feel like a performer. It feels so far and remote. I'm sure it will come back to me, like riding a bike, because I have done it for a huge chunk of my life, but until I actually do it, it's gonna feel like this, like I don't have any clue what being a performer is anymore. But that is coming to a close soon. It looks like, I'm starting to get calls from my agent about possible gigs. You know, do I want to take this gig and that gig? And I feel that little bit of, ugh, it's gonna feel weird, but I'm sure it'll feel great though when I get out there. And I really do miss being with the guys, with the band. They've been such a huge part of my life, and it's just so odd not to see them. So we will be out there one of these days in the not too distant future, if all goes well. But I'm not going to deny that I will miss this period of peace in my life, this period of no stress, no fear of flying, no stress of being traveling, being on the road, not being home. I will miss this. And it's a glimpse into what really the future and retiring would look like, although I don't know that I'd ever fully retire if I didn't have to. Maybe I just, again, less and less shows, but just keep doing them now and then and keep making music, because I do love music. My whole life has been a balance between really horses and music. And I've been lucky to have been able to do both. So I guess it's time to bring the other one back in. I just got a little pop-up message from a student. I don't think I have a lesson tonight. Maybe I do. I better sign off because I might have screwed up and I might have a lesson right now. So anyway, I gotta go. Signing off. Till the next time.
You. Hey, Max. Do you have to go a nice long drink? Hmm? Yeah, you're gonna have a nice nap. Yeah.
Now they are all going to fall asleep. You see how sleepy they look already.